Everything about our everyday lives has to change.
We are changed. We are changed. We are changed. We are changed. Freedom. I said freedom. Free your mind from mental, physical slavery. Change, we are free, we are free. We are changed. We are changed.
We are changed is about truth. We are changed is about love. We are changed is about knowledge. And together, we can make a change.
Hi, I'm Tiana and you're watching We Are Change TV, Rainbow Family of Living Light. A tribe made up of all tribes, a religion made of all religions. In 1972, the Rainbow Gathering was born, with a sincere invitation call to all peace-loving humans to come together and pray for world peace, deep in the cathedral of nature, our church, the national forest, and all public lands. Learning to coexist, to tolerate, to accept, to care, and to share, to love even when it's hard to like, to look into the eyes of any man and know he is your brother, and to look into the eyes of any woman and know she is your sister, is also part of this profound spiritual belief. Since 1972, this belief and lifestyle has spread worldwide, with 41 North American national rainbow gatherings in different national forests each year held July 1st to the 7th, hundreds of regionals throughout the country, international world gatherings annually in places like Thailand, Mexico, and British Columbia, yearly Central and South American gatherings, yearly European gatherings, regional gatherings, yearly Canadian gatherings. Actually, it's hard to figure out where rainbow gatherings don't happen in the world. 42 worldwide track record for leaving the sites for these events in excellent condition. At the end of 2006, local resident Rainbow Scouts were scouting the Kau coastline for a site for the Hawaii Regional Rainbow Gathering. They found Kamilo Point, Trash Beach. Since this beach was a natural disaster site made of washed up beach debris from Asia and the North American Gyre, a 10-mile trash island that breaks off debris and ends up on the Kau coastline. The Rainbow family felt this would be a great opportunity to not only have a site for the gathering, but to also have an opportunity to malama aina, to care for the land. With no funding, rainbow trucks started rolling into the Kamilo Point with this objective. The forest at this site was completely overgrown with intertwining branches to the ground level. The trees had no opportunity to grow, no sunshine would allow the ground to cultivate new life. Rainbows grabbed their machetes and cleared this fire hazard. There has been 4 regional rainbow gatherings at this site, and every year Kamilo gets nicer and nicer, almost park-like, says Reverend Rainbow Tribes, a participant of this yearly event, followed by, our collective vision for this site is complete. For this site, it's time to move on. A recent article by Jonathan Price of Hilo, posted on DamonTucker.com, attempts to discredit these efforts. This article is like Swiss cheese, full of holes, says Reverend Rainbow Tribes. There has never been a fire at any of our Hawaii regional gatherings. There is little to none white coral on this site. We don't cut live anything off trees or use chainsaws. And we never leave unburied holes. We use fly-tight outhouse-style luas. We use lime and bokashi, which is a beneficial IMO. I invite anyone to the site at any time so you can see for yourself how misleading this article is, says Tribes. U.S. Forestry Department study stated rainbow gatherings of 30,000 people in Montana left less ecological impact than a troop of 12 Cub Scouts. Our cameras are down to the site with Michael Pankowski, Councilman's Aide, District 4, to see the site for ourselves.
What you leave is what you get. Already know what happened next. As we take the first breath, as we breathe in the air, breathing existence, movement elliptic together. Orbit
This whole area was completely overgrown, as you see here, all the way to the ground. Walk this way and show you the main kitchen. Alright. This was essentially our main kitchen area right here. This was our kitchen space. And over here was a really big grill that held really big pots. Over here was another big grill. This was our dish station area right here. And over here we had somewhere over here, I can't even tell exactly. We had a recycling station so people can separate their garbage from their recycling. This whole area, you couldn't walk past this area. I couldn't have, 5 years ago, there's no way I could stand here. There's no way people could gather there. There's no way, I mean, this was completely debris filled of plastic, of garbage, of overhanging trees, of dead wood, branches so thick. You see, now I have to look for the areas I'm trying to speak of. Because this is what we found when we found this site. This is it right here. This was the whole site. Floppy camper would have set this whole area on fire. Everything you see here. Now it has an opportunity to breathe. It has an opportunity to live. This is how far back debris is. You can see the coastline. It's way up there. The breach debris was brought all the way back here. Somehow, some way. And for the people that said, oh no, that had to be carried in here, let's talk about this here. This was the whole site. Beach debris, beach rope. I mean, you can't lift this. Man, we've had 30, 40 people trying to get this out of here. And you can't. It's in the ground. It's deep rooted into the Aina. And besides these spots of unmovable materials, I can't even wrap my hand off one portion of this. This is the stuff that floats in. Again, look how far we are from the coast. And this is what you find still to this day. I believe that our gatherings, our events here on this land have restored it, have nurtured it, have given it an ability to grow. A few hundred people gathered right here on this land, or right here on this soil, not very long ago, and creation is happening already, all over us. Already. 2013, I definitely believe that we had a right of return. That we had this last year to complete the vision of this site. And I believe the vision is complete here. And it is time for, the earth to replenish itself for a few years, many years before even a gathering would ever be considered here again. See, this whole site is covered in plastic particles, 6 feet deep. 6 feet deep. You'll find these plastic particles intertwined, broken down into even a lot of this white, is small, so that's all plastic. All this little stuff is all plastic. You think it's sand, but it's not. This whole site has been decimated through human consumption, and we have helped restore it. I genuinely believe that. Would you have guessed that 200 people gathered on the site just a couple weeks ago?
No,
based on what you've seen?
based on what I've seen, I guess not. No, it doesn't look like a big mess. Experience of it right here. I don't know what those pictures were from or where he's at, so.
Hilo as such is at best shoddy research based upon misguided personal opinions about events he obviously knows nothing real about. We do gatherings with hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands around the world and have the best environmental track record of any group network there is. And that is very well documented in governmental reports and the press over 4 decades. Actually, the gathering has proved to be extremely beneficial in that they train people to be able to live and survive in a natural environment. The very same skills required in doing relief work, including in urban areas after major natural and man-made disasters, which Rainbow is heavily involved in globally and usually at the vanguard of what we use our huge network to bring together everything needed, including high experienced volunteers. Bashing with erroneous statements, a very small gathering of a couple of hundred folks shows extremely little awareness and most likely a good amount of bigotry because those attending look like hippies and an arrogant professor doesn't look like those kind of folks. The amount of dishonesty in his report is perplexing and based upon ignorance or the facts. It also does not make this news source appear very reliable. It should investigate the facts and print a retraction. For We Are Change News, I am Tiana. Aloha.